Something that is huge in this day and age is the idea of, oh, let's normalize this. Let's normalize that. Dude, let's normalize celebrating recovery. As someone that has dealt with an addiction and currently deals with, you know, eating issues, um, if you haven't suffered from something like that, chances are you know somebody that has. Um, and the hardest thing I can imagine is denying the flesh, denying our body something that it wants, something that our mind tells us we need. Um, there is nothing that hypes me up more than seeing someone that fell victim to addiction or chose drugs, and became addicted. Someone that chooses to be on the road to recovery, especially faith based recovery um, systems. They start going to church, they choose Christ, they choose recovery, they start looking better. You can tell they feel better. They start making better choices for their families, for their friends, for themselves. Um, you can see that glow up in someone that is going through recovery. Um, to me, that is one of the greatest stories of redemption that I could find. Um, and nothing motivates me more than those stories of recovery. I have worked with addicts. I was uh, an addiction counselor for a while. Um, I have a real heart for those that have fallen into addiction because I feel like our society is really good at creating addicts and not really good at celebrating recovery. Um, we live in a society that's hell bent on giving us whatever we want to make us feel better in the moment, feel great in the moment. Um, we see that in the way we treat caffeine, the way we treat food, the way we treat gambling, the way we treat, like gas station kratom. I know kratom has helped a lot of people in terms of an alternative to the opioids at the moment, but it's not good for you. Uh, I want to normalize, especially in these small towns where everyone's so quick to condemn somebody in the court of public opinion because they got addicted to meth or heroin or fentanyl, um, that it's so easy to get addicted. I was addicted to gambling for a long time, and it tore me apart. I was bleeding money left and right. I was taking things and selling them just so I could gamble. I was collecting change, taking change from people. I It was ridiculous. Um, but I decided, I actually was, my dad sat me down and told me, you know, that I need to seek Christ in this moment, and that I cannot take an addiction into a marriage. So this was before I was married, and with the help of my fiance and now wife, and my parents and the church, and um, addiction counseling, I was able to beat that. But I cannot tell you that I don't want to go gamble every time I drive past a slots place, or every time there's uh, a little ticket on the gas station counter telling me how much the Mega Millions is. Um, I to this day can't carry cash with me. I can't do it. I don't do it because I'm afraid I will gamble. So I want to Since we're out here normalizing everything, if we're normalizing sin, I want to normalize recovery. I want to normalize loving an addict as our neighbor, because there's a 100% chance someone in your family has been addicted to something. And Christ can free us from our addiction. And he uses tools such as addiction counseling, drug court, AA meetings, NA meetings, different support groups. Those are tools. And I want to encourage you, if you have issues, reach out. I'm always here to talk. The church that I go to, the First Presbyterian Church in Carrollton and Whitehall, they're always open if you need a place to just be quiet and pray. I know a lot of churches here in town in Carrollton are open churches. God wants you to reconnect with him. God wants you to seek his face. And I want to see you recover. I want to see you be better for you and be better for your kids. And I just cannot stress enough how our support as a community can help these people. Because just because they are addicted to substances does not make them evil. It does not make them a bad person. And it goes against every single message of Christ to ostracize them and cast them away. So, I need our small towns to stop acting like they don't have a problem. I need people to normalize recovery so that it's comfortable for these people and that we can get them, because no matter what your opinion is, addiction is a disease, and that it needs to be treated as such. And if we're not treating it as such, we're actually detrimental to society. So I love you guys. Please share this with someone that's going through recovery, just to know they have support. Please get the message out there that we need to celebrate recovery, and any small step towards Christ is a good step. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.